Welcome back to Days of Our... Today we will learn about the issue shaking up both daytime drama and primetime TV. Calderon's unexpected exit from Days of Our Lives, his heartfelt message to fans, and his big leap into a major role on NBC's Brilliant Minds. A rising star at a crossroads, Calderon has spent recent months winning over Days of Our Lives viewers as Javi, a character who brought buoyant charm, quiet intensity, and a fresh dynamic to Salem's sprawling canvas. While Javi's screen presence felt like the beginning of a long arc, Calderon's career is taking a new path, one that expands his profile beyond daytime and positions him as a pivotal player in a buzzy medical drama returning this fall. The move is the kind of industry pivot that blends momentum with risk, stepping away from a beloved role while anchoring a character crafted to be indispensable in a high-stakes hospital ensemble. For fans, it's both a jolt and a promise. Change now, morale later. From Salem to the Spotlight, news first broke that Calderon had joined NBC's Brilliant Minds, a cerebral drama with a distinct voice and an avid following. The show, known for weaving human stories into complex neurological cases, returns this September with Calderon stepping into a role designed to pop on screen and resonate week after week. The twist came swiftly afterward. Days of Our Lives will recast Javi. Thanks to the show's far-ahead production schedule, however, Calderon will continue appearing as Javi on air through May 2026. That rare overlap offers viewers a generous runway to savor his work in Salem while embracing his reinvention in primetime. Not goodbye, just see you later. In a moving Instagram note to fans, Calderon reflected on why this chapter matters. He credited the day's cast, crew, and creatives for welcoming him fully and giving him room to grow, professionally and personally. The message read like a love letter and a mission statement. This experience changed his life, the hourglass imagery meant something, and departures don't have to be endings. The phrase he borrowed from his mother, "Not goodbye, just see you later," felt like more than comfort. It was a compass for how he intends to carry this community into whatever comes next. That gratitude sets the tone for an exit handled with grace, and for an audience invited to cheer him on without feeling abandoned. Meet Scotty Silva. The beating heart of Bronx General on Brilliant Minds, Calderon plays Nurse Scotty Silva, an operations ace who, as insiders like to quip, runs the hospital and looks great doing it. Scotty is the staff's nerve center. He knows schedules, secrets, supply closets, and the unspoken rules that keep chaos from swallowing the wards. Colleagues call him the mayor of Bronx General because he's both connector and caretaker, part logistics guru, part morale booster. He's warm without being saccharine, irreverent without being unkind, and deeply competent without ego. Expect Scotty to be the character who can defuse a turf war with a single eyebrow raise, and then turn around and triage a crisis like a field general. Why this role matters in modern medical dramas. Nursing characters often carry the emotional intelligence and institutional memory that make hospitals feel real. Scotty slots into that tradition while staking his claim as a narrative driver, not just a support beam. He can be the confidant who hears what doctors miss, the witness to small acts of bravery, and the first to notice when a colleague is spiraling. Because Brilliant Minds foregrounds neurological puzzles and human complexity, Scotty's vantage point is uniquely valuable. He'll see patterns in patients and staff alike, pushing stories forward with insights that feel earned, not convenient. Inside Brilliant Minds, brains, hearts, and human truths. Brilliant Minds draws inspiration from the legacy of physician-writer Oliver Sacks, channeling his curiosity about the brain into a series anchored by neuroscientist Oliver Wolf, played by Zachary Quinto. The show's pulse isn't just diagnostic ingenuity. It's the interplay between scientific rigor and human vulnerability. Cases explore memory, identity, perception, and the eerie boundary between what we know and what we feel. Calderon's Scotty adds a relational spine to this, a character positioned to translate high theory into lived experience, and to remind the team that curing the body means little if the person is left behind. The recast question: what happens to Javi? Days of Our Lives will recast Javi as Calderon transitions to his new series, a move that can be tricky for any soap. The character's continuity and story, balanced against the actor's distinct energy, will determine how seamlessly viewers accept the shift. The extended pipeline means audiences get time to adjust. Calderon's Javi remains on screen for many months before the handoff. Smart writing can ease that shift by leaning into Javi's established traits: loyalty, humor, resilience, so that plot momentum survives while fans acclimate to a new face. Javi's path forward. Opportunities in Salem. Even with a recast, Javi is well-positioned in Salem's social web. He's a character who thrives in cross-family storylines, the kind of person who can mediate feuds, get pulled into secrets, and spark unlikely friendships. Potential directions include a moral crossroads where Javi must choose between protecting a confidant and exposing the truth, a romance that tests his capacity to forgive, especially if past choices come back with consequences, a professional pivot that puts him in conflict with a power player, elevating his stakes in town politics. Handled well, these arcs keep Javi essential while honoring the blueprint Calderon helped establish. Calderon's career momentum. This dual-track moment, wrapping a meaningful daytime run while launching a central primetime role, signals an actor in ascent. The shift offers broader visibility, diverse material, and collaboration with a new creative ecosystem. It also sets the stage for long-term versatility. If Scotty connects with audiences, Calderon becomes not only a fan favorite, but a cornerstone the writers can build around for seasons. And in the entertainment landscape, that combination, reach and resonance, opens doors to film, limited series, and prestige guest arcs down the line. What to expect this fall when Brilliant Minds returns? Look for Scotty to make immediate impact. He'll likely stabilize the flow of the hospital in a crisis episode, revealing his command presence under pressure. Serve as emotional ballast when the team faces a personal setback, showing why people confide in him. Trade sharp, affectionate banter with returning cast members, building the texture of a lived-in workplace. Uncover a human detail in a patient story that reframes the medical mystery, nudging the team toward the breakthrough. A note of style. Calderon's on-screen presence. Part of Calderon's appeal is a performance style that blends lightness with sincerity. He can land a joke, then pivot into vulnerability without breaking rhythm. That balance is tailor-made for a series that moves from case-of-the-week adrenaline to quiet character beats. Expect Scotty to be the person who makes the hospital feel like home, who remembers birthdays, rearranges shifts so someone can make a kid's recital, and still knows exactly where the obscure neuroimaging adapter was left after last week's emergency. The human thread underneath the casting headlines is a simple through line: connection. Calderon's farewell message to Days underscores it, Scotty Silva embodies it, and Brilliant Minds explores it through the lens of the brain. Fans invested in Javi's story can take comfort in the fact that the essence of what made Calderon compelling, warmth, humor, steadiness, will be spotlighted in primetime. Meanwhile, the recast ensures Salem doesn't lose a character with rich narrative potential. Final word: see you later means more story ahead. Calderon's move isn't a goodbye to the fans who championed him. It's an expansion of the world where they can find him. Days of Our Lives keeps Javi alive in Salem's tapestry, while Brilliant Minds hands Calderon a character who can shape the rhythm of an entire hospital. It's a win for viewers who love character-first storytelling, and a testament to an actor stepping into his moment with gratitude, ambition, and a smile that says, "Hold on, let me just go change quickly."